Hey, chicas. Welcome back to another episode of It's for the Chicas. I'm Anaí.
And I'm Giselle, and this is episode 15.
Episode 15. We're growing, guys. So before we jump into today's topic, how have you been, Giselle? Well, okay, first of all, I'm so happy to be back. Like, just me and Giselle. I loved all our guests, obviously, like, very thankful that all of y'all came and everything. But I just, it kind of feels like when you have guests over at your house, and then, like, they leave and you can take your bra off or something. Like,
bra off.
That's what it feels like. Feels a little bit more relaxing.
That's what I was gonna say. We don't have to try so hard or like being. Not that we're nervous all the time, but we are. But like, it's just more. It feels more free.
Yeah, but also, I mean, it was like our first guest, so it was like a lot of getting used to.
Yeah,
and going from like Yasmin being our first guest up until like Jessica, like it improved a lot.
Oh, you know, like the conversation. We got a lot of feedback from Jessica that it was great.
Yes. So first of all, thank you to everybody who has liked, followed us on Instagram, subscribed to our YouTube channel. Like, we received like an outpouring amount of support in the last couple of weeks, and we're almost at 200 subscribers, which is crazy because we were like at 150. Not even 150 when we ended the year. So very thankful for everybody that has subscribed. Just anything you want to add to it?
I'm just excited to be here, y'all.
Yeah.
I keep messing with my eye because it feels like my eyelash is falling off. Sorry, y'all. I'm not crying, I promise. Because I keep going like this. Like, it looks like I'm crying, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I am. I'm crying. Thank you for the support.
Literally. But it seems like something so little, like just the subscription on its own, like just going and hitting the subscribe button.
Yeah.
But every time we get like even one subscriber, like,
it means a lot.
Yeah. Like, we'll be like, dude, we got another subscriber. Like it means the world.
We get a lot of, well, we've gotten a high rise of following on Instagram, but it's, I don't know why the subscribing is just so hard to get. You know what I mean? So when we get the subscribes, like, it's like, man, like they actually really do like what we're doing and they followed.
Yes.
And then like they're gonna, well, I don't know, but yes, like y'all are gonna keep up and like watch it, and that just feels like amazing.
Yeah. And every time my mind went blank. I stay doing that. But anyways, how have you been?
I'm good. I'm excited for this month, the love month.
I'm excited for this month too. Rodeo starts, right?
Yes, that too.
Rodeo season starts.
Because me and Rob really don't do Valentine's, but I just love all the vibes of love. Like, whether it's like friendships, your relationship.
Yeah, like a Galentines. Like,
or just even your daughter. Like,
you and Rob don't do Valentine's?
No, it's his sister's birthday.
Oh, we don't really do like a dress up, me and Henry, like go out. But we've made it a tradition ever since we got the house we order Olive Garden. Oh. And we get Henry gets Mylin like a little Valentine plush toy and like a James Avery charm, and like he'll give me something little, and like he gets roses for the both of us, and we just have like a family Olive Garden like night here at the house. Cute. Yeah, like we try to make it, because when we first got the house, Mylin was so little, so I was like, I cannot leave her. Like, I feel so guilty like leaving, which I shouldn't, right? But I do. So we try to make it like a family Valentine.
But I like that. What I'm saying is I like the Henry part. Obviously, you're his wife, right?
Yeah.
But I like that he instills that in Mylin, because it's like, as she's growing up, like, don't take less from a man, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
no, she's gonna be.
Yeah.
I feel bad for her future husband, because like Henry will bring me roses, and he always does bring her like one rose for her. Yeah. But he'll like pretend like he only got me something, and she's like, where's mine? Like, she already expects it. So yeah, you know,
the cool thing about like having a boy is like Rob and Robbie both give me something.
That's what it's so cute.
Last Valentine's, I think he gave me the ring like with my initial, but Robbie got on one knee and gave it to me. I was like, oh my God. So cute. So freaking
kids,
cute.
Man. Holidays and everything gets better when you have kids.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, Valentine's to me, it's just fun because it's not just about relationships. Like, not just about romantic relationships. It's about all relationships.
Yeah, like instilling that into your kids, your friendships and stuff like that.
I love doing Galentines. That's so much fun.
Aren't you doing a Galentine's?
Girl, no. I don't know. Well, we keep saying we're going to, but I don't know. It's just it really is hard to get like all of us together. because we all have kids, and the ones that don't, like, sorry, y'all, I just got to burp. All of us has kids, and then like outside of our friend group, like they have other friend groups too. And then I have like everybody has birthdays. Like Janelle, my best friend, she has like both her sisters have a birthday.
So it's hard for her to like.
And then my sister-in-law's birthday is on actual Valentine's Day, February 14. And then Tony's his birthday, and the one that helps me with Robbie all the time, our cousin. Obviously, like I want to celebrate him, so like it's a lot.
I know there's a lot of February birthdays. Like we have 3 on my dad's side of the family. And there's a lot of March birthdays, like March 19th, I think, if I'm not wrong. I think that's my niece's and my brother-in-law's birthday, like my sister Ariana. Yeah. So her husband and her daughter's birthday
have the same birthday.
They have the same birthday.
That's cool.
And then my cousin Nolito, his son was also born on that same day.
Dang.
So, and I'm like, what happens 9 months before? Like, what y'all doing? Like 9 months before Valentine's Day.
Literally.
I'm like, what is it? I don't know. I haven't counted back. So I'm like,
well, Valentine's Day babies are November?
So Thanksgiving? No.
November, December, January, February, March. Oh, no, wait. If you got pregnant on Valentine's, you're born in November.
So then there's like a summer baby, right? Like you got pregnant in the summer.
Yeah. Something like that. Like early summer.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even, I think March, April, May, June, July, August,
like
September, June. October, November, December. No.
It's like
so
June.
Like June, July.
It's
March,
June.
April.
No?
Yeah, so like June.
Yeah.
So July, August, September.
Oh,
October, November, December, January, February.
I was like, kids get out of school.
No, May. It's May. So Memorial weekend.
Mother's Day too.
Mother's Day and Memorial weekend.
Oh yeah. That's probably what it is. I know. I'm like, so I can't get pregnant around this time because we already have this many birthdays coming up on that month.
Like, I don't want to get pregnant in November or December because Robbie's September 1st. Like, I don't want to have a baby like August and then September. Yeah. Like, birthdays are expensive. I was talking to that. Well, you know what? Like, let's just stop talking about this because we're gonna get way sidetracked. But Jinx joke. Jinx poke you owe me a Coke. I said that wrong. LOL. But going into just talking about how he said like it is important to have those relationships, not just romantic relationships, but like your friendships. We wanted to go over today like having a friendship, like friendships are important. They really are. And they should, not that they're like priority on top of your husband or your children, but they should be like in the priority categorized because I feel like friendships are important.
Friendships are important.
Your girl time is important.
Yeah. And also, I had sent Giselle this thing this week where it said that friendships, like the way you love a friend is like on the same level that you love like somebody that you're romantically in love with. And I'm like, and that's why friendship breakups hurt. Like, on that level, like they hurt really bad because you really do love this person. It's obviously like in a friendship way, but it's still like, it still breaks your heart and everything. But so I love my friends, right? So I was listening to this podcast and they were talking about how, some girls, like, let's say you hang out with them one time and they're like, oh gosh, there's something in my eye. And they're like, okay, love you, girl. Like, I can't say I love you back. Yeah. And I'm not going to if I don't mean it. And I don't know if that comes off. Yeah. I don't know if that comes off as like bitchy, but like, I'm just like, I don't love you. Like, I mean, I care for you, you know, as a person, but if I don't really love you as my friend, I'm not going to tell you that I love you.
My thing is be careful or like,
like
oh no, my thing is like either be careful or like let me know when you got home. Like that's my
thing. No, yeah, but like I thought you meant like be careful. Like to me, like a girl that says like okay, love you, like to me you're just throwing it around to like anybody. Oh, okay. So like be careful around people like that because they're not really like.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I know what like, you mean. I get what you mean, but I was saying like, to me sometimes maybe just people are like used to just like throwing in like, okay, like that's their goodbye kind of phrase.
Yeah,
and
like
so I'm saying
like,
my goodbye phrase is like, okay, be careful, like let me know when you're home.
Yeah, but like, okay, like that's your phrase, but
Yeah.
I don't like that you say that without really meaning it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And
makes
there's
sense.
like absolutely no possible way for you to love me if we've hung out once. Like you can
I could be the ugliest person ever. You don't know me. How do you love me?
Yeah. You can care for me and I care for you, obviously, you know, but
it's just awkward. That's
yeah,
awkward.
like it's awkward to me.
Someone you've never really met to tell you love you. It's like,
and even then, like I've had friendships that like have mounted up to being like to turning it into like, okay, like I do love like this person, you know. And if they've ever texted it to me and they'll be like, love you, like I'll just like heart it. And then like once like I'm on that level, like I'll say it back. You know what I mean? Or like sometimes like they're like, okay, love you. And I'm like, are we there yet? Like
are we on that level?
Yeah, like do I love this person on that level?
But that's a good question. Like that's not really a bad thing to ask. I mean, for yourself.
Oh, like to be like, are we there yet? Like,
yeah, like asking yourself, like, do I love this person? Because I'm sure you have love for them, of course.
Yeah.
But like, do I mean it? Like, you prioritize your relationships and you do like hold them up to a standard. So maybe like that's like you want to make sure that this is
for real.
Yeah,
this is you're not playing me, okay?
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Not a bad thing.
So I'll be like, are we there yet? And then like we'll hang out like a couple more times, and then the next time they're like, okay, I love you. Like I'm like, oh, I love you too, because I do love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Yeah, like I do love you, but it just took me a while to get there. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess like, and like I feel like I'm a very talkative person and I make friends easily, but I don't create friendships easily. Like I take a while like to actually like create an actual friendship, like friendship, you know?
No, I get what you mean. Yeah. I think I only say like love you, like I think only like 2 girls, like really like when we talk on the phone and like we hang up and we like every time say love you.
Yeah.
Like, okay, love you, bye. Literally is okay, love you, bye.
Okay, love you too, bye.
But for me it's just awkward, I guess. Like I have to like if I send you a heartfelt message, that's when I'll be like, oh, you know, I'm glad you're there, like I love you. But like I don't just throw it like, hey, I love you.
But
hey,
I
love
do
you.
tell you back, like you know, but we're not always like, okay, I love you.
Good night, I love you.
I know. And this is just a little FYI, me and Giselle got into it about the podcast.
Oh my God. I didn't know that was going to come up, y'all. I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not going to. Okay, so.
But it's not a bad thing.
It's nothing bad. So, like, we were just, like, obviously arguing. Disagreeing. Yeah, it wasn't an argument. But we were texting through it. So, Giselle, like I was very, like, and I told her, I was like, I'm sorry if I'm coming off across, like, being mean. I was like, I'm not saying this, like, in a mean tone at all. Like, I'm very calm, like, when I'm talking to you about this. And then, like, it blew, like, we talked about it, like, we got through it, and Giselle's thing was, like, she thought that I was going to quit the podcast, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
but because, like, again, that's what, and then after I got off work, well, we were both at work, so it's kind of hard to talk. But after I got off work, like, we ended up talking, like voice memos.
Yeah.
Which I thought that was better because you can
hear the tone of voice.
You can perceive text differently from, like, hearing someone's tone of voice.
Yeah. And
like,
then,
you could literally be like, what the hell are you doing on a text, and someone's gonna be like, what the fuck? And then but you just be like, oh my God, like, what the hell are you doing? You know, like, it's different, like, your tone is different, like, you have to, like, so I just thought it was better to start sending voices.
No, but like the only thing I'm gonna say about it is like, just always like, I really thought that you were gonna quit the podcast, and like when I heard
thought
her,
it was gonna be over,
or I thought it was gonna be over, and she was like, our friendship means more to me than the podcast.
Yeah, I was like, fuck the podcast, bitch, I don't care.
And like when I heard her saying it, like I was in my car and I literally busted out laughing, and I was like, I'm not quitting the podcast, dude. I was like, the podcast is like I told her, I was like, we have to be. So I'm bringing this up because if you're gonna come into business, or you're wanting to start a business, or you're wanting to start a podcast, or start anything. with a friend, like, you have to 100% be able to talk about the business, talk about the podcast, talk about your YouTube channel without it affecting your friendship. Because if it's going to affect your friendship, don't even start it. Yeah. So like I told you, so I was like, no, dude, like, it's like we're having like a discussion about like the podcast. It's like, I was like, this is a business meeting. Like, this is what's been bothering me. Like she tells me like, okay, well, I feel this way. Like this is what's been, and it wasn't even nothing that was bothering. Like it was just like, it wasn't even like a big deal.
When before we started the podcast, you told me that too. When we had, I don't know if you were like not, I don't know if you just weren't feeling it no more, but you were like, hey, this is gonna.
Yeah, like I told her like I'd rather just not start it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and Giselle was like after, I feel like after I kind of reassured you, like, dude, I'm not like, the podcast is the podcast.
Yeah.
Like, and I told her like everything we're talking about, like right now in this moment, like this is us like having a business meeting and being coworkers. Like this is not our friendship.
But I feel like that's great that me and you can have a relationship like that, because not a lot of people can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like they'll throw the whole thing away.
Yeah,
the friendship, the podcast, everything. Like, goodbye. Throw the whole thing away.
That's why when she was like what did you say? You said like,
I said like, I was like, if this podcast is gonna ruin our friendship, like I don't want it. Like I don't care about the podcast. Like I care about our friendship more. And if like this
you were at work with Taylor,
if this discussion is gonna like ruin it, like I don't want it.
Yeah,
I don't want it.
So that's just why I wanted to bring it up, because you have to have a very strong friendship and be able to talk about things.
Into something like that.
Yeah, be able to talk about things without it affecting your friendship. Because if it's gonna affect your friendship, like just don't ruin it. You know what I mean? Like don't ruin your friendship.
But that's why I do feel like people don't go into business with either friends or family, because either they know how they are or they know how that family member or friend is.
Oh yeah, but I feel like it's harder with family. I feel.
You think so?
I think so.
Why?
I don't know, because family, like, it's family, dude. Like, if you really screw each other over, like, you're still gonna see that person, like, at birthday parties and.
Oh, that's true.
Like, quinceañeras and, like, where you're just gonna walk past them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it'd be harder if things go to shit if you're family. Like,
that's true.
At least, like, when you're friends, I mean, you know.
And then, like, you're not always gonna see, like, if the friendship doesn't, like, you're not gonna run into them. Maybe here or there, but like, I get what you're saying, because then too, families like. La tia, los tios, they start talking about it, everything. And
they love that chisme, man.
And then they start taking sides. So I get what you're saying. Yeah, family might be harder.
Yeah,
they start taking sides, and you're wrong.
Yeah, for sure. And then so we got past that, guys. So the podcast is still stronger than ever.
Episode 15,
episode 16 coming soon too.
I was like, wait, what? I'm wrong.
No. And then we started talking about the podcast again. So actually, Rob sent her.
Yes. This is why we're enforcing our friendships are very important. But,
yes.
So Rob likes to be funny and send me how do you say that word? Misogynist, right? That's how you say it.
I think so.
Like videos of like that masculine men and
like masculine energy, like
masculine energy.
I mean, he does it to piss her off,
but
right?
just to be funny. Like he thinks he gets a kick out of it because he knows I react to these things. I'm starting not to, but this last one he sent me
that pissed me off.
I was like, that's stupid. Like that's dumb. Basically, it was another podcast, and a guy asked a girl like, if your little brother's girlfriend was going on a girls trip, what would you tell him? And she was like, absolutely not. I would tell her like she can't go. And he was like, why? And she was like, because girls get
dick down.
Okay, I didn't know if I was gonna say it or not. You said they get laid. You know, they go out there and look for some PP. And that's basically what she was saying. Like the girl's gonna go out there and get, so don't let her go. And I was like, that is so stupid.
Yeah.
What kind of girl trips are y'all going?
Honestly,
like what? I was laughing so hard. I was like, this is so stupid. But that's what we wanted to bring up today. Yeah, because
that's
just dumb.
It's dumb to me too. So when Giselle sent it to me, it immediately pissed me off because I was like, first of all, like, what kind of girl are you? Like that you're going on girls trips trying to get laid. Like not everybody wants the D like 24/7. Like doesn't need it all the time, you know. And second of all, like and the way she was like saying that, and she would tell her brother like, okay, like mejor like you book a trip to that same place where they're going, and like you go with her and tell her that you'd rather go like with her to spend time with her. And then I was like, first of all, like you're teaching him to not trust their specific other, like, and then like why are you making him make her cut off her friendship basically, because that to me is like you're already starting to control these little things, like you're trying to distance her from her friends, and it doesn't work that way because
Not gonna work.
Okay, have you been on a girls trip?
Yes.
Okay, where did y'all go?
Where have we gone? Janelle, we've gone to, I don't know, we've gone to Austin a bunch of times.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think, like, have we ever gone, like, anywhere, like, outside of Austin that men would be like, oh my God, don't go over there. We went to Miami, but that was like a bridal trip. And even at that,
That's
like,
different, yeah.
we still, nobody got dick down. Like, I can promise you that. Like, nobody, like, come on, guys. We were there to have a good time.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't looking, like, and I do think there is girls out there that go looking for that.
Yeah, but that's different. Like, you have to know who you're with. Like, if you know that you're with somebody that is gonna go do that, then why are you with that person? Like, let them be free. Let them go do whatever they want.
And I mean, no judgment to the girls that do it, but if most of the time when they do that, they're either like looking for like a man or like a rich man's precisely, or somebody that like a sugar daddy or I don't know,
or they're just trying to
they're just trying to, I don't know,
have a good time,
fun to them like, I don't know, but I literally told her, I was like, my friends are nothing like first of all, and when we went to Miami, like, bitches were naked, okay, compared to us. Like, they were not looking at us, I promise.
I went on a girls trip. This was like COVID year. And it's hard to freaking arrange girl trips. So if you have a girls trip, like, let your women go to the girls trip because they need that time. So I went on a girls trip. We went to the winery in Fredericksburg. And we only stayed one night. Like, we went the weekend, Was it one night or 2 nights? I can't remember. But we went to Fredericksburg and I told you so. I was like, dude, some of us just want to go. Like, I was like, I'm just trying to see the world, man. And I was like, same. And I had a blast on the winery trip, and we did not get like laid or anything. We started, like, we drank wine. Like, it was a really, really good time. And then like I told you, so I was like, we drank wine all day, and then we went to like a little, like in the town inside Fredericksburg, they have like, we went to dinner, and we were all in bed by like 9 p.m. I was like, and I was calling Henry by like 3 a.m. making sure he wasn't suffocating my land, like my mom, like,
intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, my intrusive thoughts. I was like, oh my gosh, what if he rolled over in Mylan? Because Mylan was little. She was like, I think like 2 years old, like going on 3. So I was like, like, I need to make sure she's breathing right now. So I called him like 10 times, blowing up his phone. Like, is she breathing? Like, he was like, yes, man. Like, I'm asleep. I was like, okay, I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
like, I'm like, not. And honestly, like, okay, like, Giselle brought it up. She was like, it's, especially like being a wife and a mom, like being able to go out and like with your girls and like not having to worry about like this little kid running around and feeding the kid, or like, I got to sit down and eat a meal without being somebody's wife and somebody's mom. And it was like so beneficial to my mental health. Like, I was like, and I'm not saying like I told you, so I was like, I'm not saying that like I don't like being a mom and a wife. Like, I love being a mom and a wife, but it felt good to be my own person, like the person that I was before I was like a mom and a wife. Like, that person, like, it felt good to know that person still exists.
That's
like,
literally what I was going to say. Like, we have to remind ourselves too that we were somebody before a wife and a mom. Yes. And then like, our kids are going to grow up. They're going to leave us. They're not going to need us. Like, we're not really going to be a mom no more. Like, you still have to find joy in little things. And if that's going on a dinner with your friends or a trip with your friends, like, why not? Yeah. Like, I don't understand. And then Rob tries to like hit me with I don't go anywhere with my friends. I'm like, dude, I tell you to go. Like, get out, leave. Like, his friends will call me and they'll be like, hey, can Rob go out? I'm like, yeah, and they'll kidnap him. They literally, his friend Adam was like, we're going to go to this bar. And I was like, okay. And then Adam was like, all right, we're going to this other place, but he doesn't know. And I was like, okay. Like, his friend was like literally keeping me updated because... And then Rob would text me like, they don't want to take me home, babe. I want to go home. Come
or
get
me. When they tried to blame you that, oh, my wife won't let me. Yeah, I let him. He does not want to go with y'all.
Literally. Like, his friends have caught on, though. Like, it's you, Rob.
Yeah. The only time like that I do, like, I am like, dude, like, really? Like, you're going to go out? Like, I tell Henry is like when... I haven't seen him for 3 weekends because he's playing. Okay, yeah. And then like we have plans, and then he'll be like, "Oh, it's because the guy's like, had you told me this like a week ago, I would have totally let you go. I would have made plans with my friends to go do something." I was like, "But I don't like this spur of the, and I don't like spur of the moment changes. Like that's even for me. Like, like I don't do it, you know. But for the most part, like I am like, dude, like you can go, but he doesn't like ever want to.
Yeah, Rob doesn't either. And I'm like, but me, like, okay, that's you, but me, oh, I'm finna turn up like that TikTok. Me, oh, I'm finna turn up. Like I don't care if I just go to Janelle's house and I sit there and drink wine. I have to get away from you. Like y'all.
I was telling Henry about that. I showed him the video and he was like, who sent you that? And then I was like, Giselle. And then he was like, what? And then I was like, Rob sent it to her. And he was like, yeah. He's like, but I saw Giselle's friends. Like, I saw how they were turning up. He was like, I saw how they were turning up at her birthday. And I was like, I mean, they're a little on the wild side. I was like, but that's different. Like,
literally. And then Rob was like, well, I'm not talking about you, babe. I'm talking about your friends. I'm like, boy, shut up. Like, they be throwing ass, by ourselves. So, like, you don't ever see none of my friends go throw ass on a guy unless it's their husband. And then I told him, I was like, and then for our batch, like for mine and Genesis batch, like we were in bed by like 8, 9 p.m.
We don't, like, and
they were on FaceTime with their mans, and I'm like, we're on a girls trip. No, like, why? I'm the one. Like, why the fuck are y'all talking to them? Like, come on.
And this is like really controversial, you know. But I do feel like if a guy's out with his friends will convince him to do things that he shouldn't be doing. Yeah. And if a girl's out with her friends, like, we're not going to convince her to do nothing. Like, especially if she's like head over heels with you. Like,
if anything, like, if a guy comes up to a girl and you can tell she feels uncomfortable, we'll go save the girl. Like, what the fuck? Like, whether she's our friend or not.
For sure.
Like, girls be like, nah, like, get the fuck away. Like, go away.
She doesn't want you, okay? She doesn't even go here.
and that video just really ticked me off.
It pissed me off too. Like, I was like texting, I was like messaging just, I was like, oh my God, this girl fucking pissed me off right now. I was like, not everybody's trying to get dig down. I was like, not everybody, like, some of us, we just want to go because we want to have a meal in peace. Like, or we want to have a glass of wine or a little martini or
margarita,
just like de-stress yourself from like your everyday life of being a wife and a mom. And like, it's like Evelyn said, like, she was like being a mom, like, it is hard. Like, it is hard. Like, it comes with the role of being a mom. And like, I feel like being able to distract yourself and go out, like, I don't feel like that's victimizing yourself. Like, oh my God, it's so hard being a mom. No, like, I need a breather, dude. Like, I'm gonna freaking go crazy in here.
You're
you know?
Important. Like, I feel like you're important, and whether you're a mom or not. Yeah. Like, sorry, y'all. Whether you're a mom or not, I feel like just girl time or friend time is like it's just essential. It feels good. It feels good to talk to somebody, just like we're here on this podcast talking like to y'all who y'all can relate to us. It feels good doing that when you can talk to your girl, like to relate of just certain subjects or not even just relate. Like, I have friends, Taylor, I can go to her house and we can lay in our pajamas and watch a movie together. Yeah, that's me and that's bonding. Like, for us, like that's love right there for us. Like, we love that. Me and Janelle, like, I can go to her house and just like sip wine with her and like we can watch movies, or we can go to a coffee shop and talk. Like, there's so many ways of just bonding. It doesn't really have to be a girls trip, but I mean, girls trip. One thing I will say, like, for me and my friends, me, Janelle, and Taylor started this like Galentines trip like years ago before COVID, but then COVID happened, so we didn't do it no more. Yeah. But it was just like a 2-day weekend trip. We went to Austin, and then the next year we wanted to do something else. But then I think instead we did like a dinner in Houston, and then COVID happened the next year, so we didn't do it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, we wanted to, like, we always said, like, man, we should do like a tradition of going like on a weekend somewhere together, us girls, like, until we're like freaking old. Because how cool is that to hold on to those memories with your friends? That we started this when we were 25, and now we're like 55. Like, we're still doing this. Like, how awesome is that to say that you had a friendship that long and y'all actually saw parts of the world that y'all and of course you want to do that with your significant other too. I'm not saying that I don't want to do that with my husband either, but it is special to want to do that with your girlfriends too.
It is special. And I feel like okay, like Edie, like my best friend Edie, like she doesn't live here, she lives like somewhere else. She lives out of town, which is like an hour or two away, which is like not that bad, right? But she works over there, so we don't get to see each other. And then like we have like family parties, or like I have to record the podcast, or she's having like some birthday party, or I'm having a birthday party. So just this week she actually stayed. She stayed here over the weekend. She had like a trip in Louisiana, so she was gonna stay here and then she was gonna drive off to Louisiana. So she stayed Monday, and like I didn't get to see her on the weekend because we got busy. Like I was busy last weekend I think, and so on Monday Henry had practice because they were recording this weekend in the Valley. So they've been practicing like all week, and so I told Edie, I was like, you want to come over, dude? Like I was like, Henry's gonna go to practice, like you know. And she came over and we were like in our chill freaking clothes, like me and Henry were just finishing up eating dinner, and then I was like, you know, sounds good. And she was like, what? I was like, some Dairy Queen ice cream. And she was like, let's go. And like so we went to go get ice cream like right here from Dairy Queen, and like that's all we did. Like, and we watched we were watching the This and Much More with Y Dot, and like that was like all we did. And I'm like, and it was good, like, you know, like we got to catch up a little bit, like, but we got to have like our little bonding, you know, like I feel like
I feel like girl time is just essential for your mind,
body, she was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get to see my Len. And I was like, dude, we gotta make that TikTok where it's like when your best friend comes and sees you, but she's not coming to see you, she's coming to see your kid, and it's like the white chick's like, move, bitch.
That'd be
knocks
so funny.
You over, and she's like running towards my Len, and that's literally how it happened. Like I opened the door and she was like, my Len, and I was like, I'm right here, dude. No, but I do feel like making time for your friends, and like even that, like Edie's not in a relationship, you know, and she still like enjoys like having our girl time because like let's say we're gonna go out or something, like to a brunch or something, like, and she there's sometimes like even when you're single, like you don't want to be dealing with the stress of like guys around you, like you want just like your girls and like just have a good time, like not worry about if a guy's gonna come hit on you or not. Like I have a video of me and Marisol at some bar or something like years ago, and some guy went up to her and he's like whispering in her ear like, let me buy you a drink, and Marisol's looking at me like oh my god, it's so funny. I'm gonna look for it, dude. That video is so funny, and she's like save me, dude. Like I don't want this guy next to me.
I've seen something too where it's probably too heavy for the table.
I think it's okay.
I've also seen something too that like your husband could be your soulmate too, but like your soulmate in life doesn't always have to be like your romantic partner.
No,
like some people
Marisol
find their
is my soulmate.
Yeah, some people find their soulmate in like a friend, cousin, anything. And I really do think that's real. Have you ever seen Firefly Lane on Netflix?
No, I started watching it though.
Freaking love it.
I watched like the first episode, and then I always go back to my freaking episodes. Like I'm always on Grey's Anatomy or Gilmore Girls.
Yeah, like, it's so good. Like
oh
that's
my
like
gosh.
a perfect like scenario of like
friendship,
like friendships being like your soulmate. Like totally, she just makes dumb decisions like as a friend, where it does affect her other friend, but like she still grows from it. And I feel like she loves her friend so much. Like she's like, fuck, like I'm sorry, like. Yeah. And she begs like for her friendship back. She really does. Like they're like soulmates. I
need to watch it then.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I cry.
Like me and Marisol, like we're like literally soulmates, and it's so we both have daughters, right? Like Marisol has a little girl too. And it's crazy because Marisol, like obviously she lives in the Valley and her husband works out of town a lot. And so she usually goes with him, and we never get to see each other. Like it's very rare. So right now he's working here in Baytown, so we've been able to see her like more. Yeah. And our daughters, dude, like they don't even see each other like that. And like that, her daughter Daddy, she'll be like, Mylene is my best friend, and Mylene will be like, that is my best friend. And like they'll see each other, dude, and they're always like they say they're best friends, and I'm like, it's that, like I do feel that it's like the soulmate of me and Mylene, you know. Like I was like, it's because dude, we were always together, me and Marisol, like it's like we were always together. We would sleep on the same bed like for years. Like I was like, I do feel that like they have that connection, you know. I was like Daddy, dude, she'll cry to Marisol, like, let's go to Mylene. Like, I want to go see Mylene. And like, they hug each other. They love each other. Like, and they don't even fight with each other. Like, it's like crazy. Like, and it's so cute because Mylene is literally like, she's me, dude. Like, she's like, like, oh, like my toys are here. Like she's very like, you know, and Daddy's like, oh, like crashing toys into each other. And like she'll take something away from Mylene and Mylene will be like, okay. And she's just like, they don't fight with each other. And I'm like your friendships mean that much that even like your kids are like connected in that way, you know? Like it's like crazy. A beautiful thing to have. Yeah. I don't know what to say next.
No, the way you laughed. But yeah, I think we just wanted to emphasize like friendships matter. And in the month of Valentine's, it's not just about romantic relationships. It's definitely about like go on a dinner with your girls. Go get your nails done. Go do a spa day. I don't know. Do whatever you want with your favorite girlfriends because it really is like therapeutic to your soul, to your mind, whether you're a mom or not. Yeah. Like that time with your friends is it's good. Like for me it's good. Like,
and also I feel like it's good to have friendships because I mean it sucks, right? But if our husbands die before us, like who are you gonna have, dude?
Or not just like die, let's
or
just
like
say y'all
something
split.
Happens
let's
like
just say you split, like who
knock
are you gonna
on wood,
have?
right? But
yeah, of course, like, and it could be not anything, that it's a bad split or anything, but let's just say along something the lines happens, you don't have that person no more, like you still have your best friend you get to fall back on.
Yes. And I do feel like you need that friendship. Like I always
for sure.
Like you need your friendships because that's who's gonna pick you up when you're on the floor.
Yeah. Like, and those, man, if you find your friend that is like that person, like your freaking sister, like keep that person. Like I know it's hard. I know it's hard to find friends these days. I really do. I know. But when I say like I found mine and I will hold them dear to my heart, like I found my girls, like I have, and I freaking hold them. Like I love my girls. Like if they go through something, I'm crying with them. Okay. If they're mad about something, I'm mad with them. Yeah. If they're sad, I'm sad. If they're happy, I'm happy. Like I can truly say like with all my friends, my 3 main people. Yeah. Like that's our friendship. Like, yeah.
I feel like, y'all are very like down for each other. Very, you know.
I ain't fighting for nobody, little girl. You crazy. I don't fight.
I do. My friends. I fight for you.
No, my friends, they'll probably fight. Be like, they say, what did you just say?
That's me.
Like, chill, bro. I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
I see you not fighting, but like, if anything were to ever go down, like, I would be like, man, fuck you. Like, what are you saying? Like, I would get into it, you know?
I'd be like, it's not that big of a deal. It's okay. Like, it's okay. Which I'm laughing because on the Bad Girls Club, Taylor showed me when Cardi B's like, help me. Like she's making fun of a British girl when Cardi B was on Love and Hip Hop, not Bad Girls Club, Love and Hip Hop.
I wouldn't watch that. Yeah,
and she's like mocking the girl because she's British. Dude,
okay, you're talking about that stuff. So I swear, Evelyn and Rob jinxed us. Why? Because they both were like, I don't know how, like, y'all are so different. Like, you know, like Evelyn told us that we were so different. She was like, yeah, like y'all are so different. And then Rob was like telling her cousins or his cousins, like, I don't know. No,
he said I was ghetto and then he was bougie.
No, he was like, I don't even know how they're friends. Like, and I was like, and then like we hadn't even like I mean, we had a discussion, right? But we don't fight. Like
we've never got into
Giselle
it.
Giselle will be like, I feel like I'm getting on your nerves. Like she'll tell me stuff like that, or like I tell her like
I'm being a bitch right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like I do like, you know, because I know how I get like around my days. Yeah. But I feel like funny. We were jinxed, dude. Like I was like, what the heck? I was like, it was we were jinxed.
Rob saying. Yeah, he was telling my cousin, he was like, Giselle's like so ghetto. I'm like, I'm not ghetto. And she's like, compared to Anai, you are ghetto. Dude, and I'm like, no, I'm not.
I think you're not ghetto. I think you have like a little hood in you.
Yeah, that's it.
But I don't think you're ghetto. Like you're not ghetto. But Rob was like,
ghetto is completely different from a little hood. Like, don't call me ghetto.
Giselle sent me like some little shelves that, because we've been wanting to add like some shelvings back here and stuff, and so she sent them to me and she's like, do you like this? Like it's free. Like I think your cousin was getting rid of it, right?
Yeah
and it was cute. I was like, I mean, it's cute. And then she was like, Rob said that, and he's gonna say this is ghetto.
She was like, Rob's right. I was like laughing. I was laughing so hard, and Rob was like, I knew it. And I was like, shut up.
No,
He's so excited to come next week.
I know. I was telling Henry, I was like, Rob said that he wants to sit next to you, and he was like, "Why?" And I was like, "He wants to sit next to you, boys against girls." And he was like, "Oh, okay." And he was
Boys
like,
against girls. Okay. He's a mess.
But
I have to
I'm
tell
excited.
you off the camera what he started laughing because I don't want to say the question for next week. Like I want it to be brand new to all of y'all.
Oh yeah, because we're having our husbands come next week,
Yes.
for like in honor of Love Month, and we'll probably have the podcast room like a little decorated, like and y'all will finally get to meet our husbands. I'm actually surprised Henry was down to do it though.
Really?
Yeah, because he's so shy. Like I'm just like I don't know. Like
What
I
did
thought
he
he was
say?
gonna be
Was
like,
he at first like,
yeah, no, like I told him I was like, babe, you're gonna be on the podcast. I didn't ask him. I was like, you're gonna be on the podcast, and he was like, when? I was like, and I told him the day, and then I was like, and Rob's coming too. I was like, not just you. And he was like, oh, okay. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. I mean, you were going to have to be on it regardless, right? But
maybe he feels more comfortable because like it's not just him
like,
being put on spotlight.
It's not just him.
Yeah. I'm excited. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be so good. Like, it's going to be such a good episode. Oh,
funny.
yeah. But so as far as like me and Giselle being so different, like I do feel like we're different, like
in all the right ways.
Yeah. Like I feel like we're different, but like we're like, our heart's always in the same place.
Yeah, but also we bring like we're different in the aspects of Anai. Not that she likes pink, but Anai likes pink. I like purple. Anai likes the skies. I like the moon. Like we're different in that area.
Our style, our dressing style is
that's
different.
what I mean.
It's because I'm very like. I mean, I grew up like. I didn't grow up in South Houston. You know what I mean?
But but there was girls that
like anything
that were like
bad
you.
with it. Like
I just think
saying,
you were grown up differently, like in a household.
Yeah,
like a more Mexican
but even
household.
then, like I mean, not even because then again, like my sisters grew up like in the same household, and they're not as like, girly as me. Like I was like the kind of girl that would be like, I walk and I leave glitter in the background. Like I leave like a little trail of glitter. Like I'm just very like girly.
Yeah.
But I also feel like you're girly.
I'm girly, but I feel like I'm a little more sporty. More chill. Like I'll just throw on like a t-shirt, jeans, like let's roll.
Oh yeah.
Like I won't care. Or like for other episodes, like I don't care if I put lashes on, but Anai prefers to wear lashes. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
I have to wear lashes.
And like for me, I'm just like, I don't care about
lashes.
that. Like
that's
that's a difference we have. Like we're not like, oh my god, I'm opposed to this and you're opposed to that and we're gonna argue about it. Like no, we're just different in the sense of our styles, what we like. But I also feel like we bring things to the table that meet in the middle or like are exactly the same.
Yeah. And I do feel like the fact that we're different, like we bring different points of views. Like Giselle is a very like forgiving person. Like she's very big on like forgiving, and I'm like I'm learning, guys, but I'm kind of like not forgiving. Like
that's why we cross paths. Okay,
I
truly believe that.
Yeah, so I do feel like it's not that I'm not forgiving. Like I'll forgive people, like just to not have to hold on to that grudge. But like I really probably won't talk to you again. Like I'm not gonna not never talk to you again. Like I'll say hi to you. Yeah. But I'm never gonna like have that same type of friendship with you ever again. Because to me, it's like, dude, like I you let me down. Like I do believe in second chances. Like I do believe in all of that. But I do feel like it takes me a while.
Well, not just that. I feel like it has to be like a relationship. Like if it was something happened to you and Edie, like the way you hold like the pedestal of Edie's relationship.
Yeah, that's
like you would give her a second chance. Obviously, if something happened, but. Somebody like you're just like we're cool. Like it's like do I really need to put the effort in of oh my god like I want this friendship in
my life and then I don't know,
it's different.
I think it also depends on like the person or like what was happening or like I don't know. I'm just very like I'm
forgiving, but I do for me like if I get into it with somebody that I'm not really cool with like if it's not somebody like you or Janelle or Genesis. Like, I'll forgive you and I'll talk to you, but I'm not going to go out of my way to keep hanging out with you. That's what I'm saying. But, I do try. And then like, once it's like, okay, awkward. And I just won't no more.
It's because like the once the energy starts being like a little different, then it's like I don't want to be in a situation where I feel like my energy feels weird around you.
Yeah,
like, because
what's the point of being there?
Yeah, like I'm like I want to be in a situation, like I want to be in a room where like everybody's vibing, like I'm having a good time, like they're having a good time, and there's like no drama, like no like tension. Like I don't like it when there's like tension, you know, like, and I can't. It's because, dude, I'm so like not a fake person that like I can't pretend to like somebody, or like, okay, like for instance, one time like me and my cousin, we weren't on speaking terms, and this is a cousin like I don't talk to anymore. I don't have anything against her, but there's been so much family drama like in the whole, like it's been a big thing, and I wish her nothing but the best. I have her on social media. I don't like her posts. Like I'll see her story if it comes up or something, but I'll swipe. I wish her nothing but the best. I hope she's doing great and thriving and everything. But there was a time where like I'll say hi to her now, but there was a time where like if like she came up to me and we were at a quinceañera, dude, and it wasn't even like somebody's quinceañera, and I've always been like this, you know, and I've worked on it, you know, like now I'll te saludo, you know, but she came up to me and she was like, hey, Annie, and I was like, and I turned around, like con la mano atirantada. And I was only like 17, dude. So like I've always had this very like strong like personality, character. Yeah, like I've always been real like I've like very like firm. Like I'm very like I'm not gonna say hi to you, dude. Like we don't talk. Like I'm
your mind is made up.
Yeah. Like and it's horrible. Like and you even told me that you were like, it's because you're the type of person that like you make your mind up and like it's not changing it. Like there's no going back on that.
Yeah.
But I've always been like that, dude. Like even growing up, my dad would tell me, he's like you would be like, I'm like when he would take us to the store to go pick out a toy, like he'd be like you already knew what you were going in for. Like you were gonna go straight to that toy, you were gonna get it, and we were gonna leave.
Yeah.
And he was like, and like my older sister, he was like, ay, Ariana, like se quedaba like media hora, like just looking at all the toys, putting one back. And my dad's like, you've always been very set on like that's what it is, and that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
And that's just how I've always been. I have worked on it. Like I said, like now I'll see that cousin, like I'll say hi to you, and
like you're gonna be cordial.
I'll be cordial, yeah. But
so it's respectful.
I can't be like, and like my dad would tell me, like,
girl.
yeah, I can't do that. I can't. And I'm like, and I know people that are like, dude, just to like, you know, like to
like the tension,
ease the tension, you know. And I'm like, I can't do it.
But I mean, at least you're honest with yourself to say like, I know I can't, and it's gonna be awkward, so there's not even a point. Like,
yeah, like I know, like I'm telling you, todos, like nadie es perfecto, todos tenemos defectos, and like that's one of my defectos. Like I can't.
But like you said, you're working on it, and you can talk to that cousin and be like, hey.
Yeah, like I'll say hi to you. I wish you good. I mean, I've never wished anybody bad, you know, like regardless of what they've done to me. Like, I'm not gonna be there and be like, man, like rayarles la madre. Like I can't do that. Yeah, you know.
But you just like remove yourself from the situation.
Yeah, I'd rather just like, you know.
Yeah, but that's good that you have worked. Like you can admit to it and recognize it and say that you've worked on it. Yeah, especially like with the cousin thing. Like that's big because y'all are family and y'all have to see each other sometimes. Yeah. So for you to be able to like set that down and get high.
I think it's because like I just don't hold any anger towards her anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's just like
you finally like released it.
Yeah. So I do like agree with like when they say like forgive, so like you're at peace, you know? Like so you can release it, and like I do feel like you are happier from like forgiving people. But I do feel like it's okay to not want those like that type of energy
like
around
to those people around you. Yeah, for sure. I do agree with that. I forgot where we're going with all this. We're
talking about friendships.
Oh no, but we were talking about like how we're different.
Yeah. But
I feel like being different is cool because I don't feel like I'm exactly the same as any of my friends.
Yeah. Well, you can't be. I don't feel like it's humanly possible.
No, I don't think so either. Like no. I don't think I'm any of my friends. Like they're all ready to, except Taylor, but the rest are like,
but I feel like
they're ready to knock it down. Taylor's a lot more chill. Like
Taylor's so funny, man.
She's funny as fuck. And she's just so funny. She's cool. Genesis is cool. Like they're all different. Yeah. We're all different. There's not even a way to explain it. We're all different.
Yeah.
Janelle's wild. That child, wow. She wow. Janelle's the type of friend where you see those memes where they're like, my friend texts me, like, let's go to Europe. And it's like, bitch, you can't just tell me like this 4 days ahead. Like, I have kids. I don't know how exactly it goes, but it's emphasizing how you have those friends where they're like, hey, let's go out of town tomorrow. And you're like, I can't do that. I have kids and a husband. Like, that's Janelle. She just like spontaneous. Like that.
I don't feel like I could do it even if I didn't have kids and a husband.
I don't think so either. Janelle's just like, let's do it. No. She's a wanderlust soul. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Janelle. I can't do that. I can't. Like, Janelle will get, maybe a lot of people do, but like they'll get in Ubers. Janelle will get in an Uber by herself. And the first time I had to do it, like I almost cried. And I was texting Janelle and I was like, how do you do this? Like, I'm freaking out. I cannot be in an Uber by myself with somebody I don't know. Like, I'm so scared right now. And she was like, I do it all the time. Like, just chill. And I'm like, I can't.
I couldn't do that either, dude. There's no way I could do that.
Like, I'm freaking out right now.
I would think I'm going to get kidnapped.
I think I was praying like the whole time, like, God, please let me into my like I was
and you know why? Because you can get into wrong Ubers. Has that happened to you?
No. I don't really do Uber unless I'm with the girls and stuff, but they do Uber all the time, so they
well, this was like them. I don't Uber now, right? Because I'm married. Like, I don't it's either Henry drinks or I drink. But one time when and this is, I'm gonna say this because so we can end it like on a funny note. When Denise and me, we were younger, me and Henry had just met, and she was like with her dude, and she lived in Midtown, right there, like on those apartments where Dogwood is. Like, if you keep going straight, those apartments right there, that's where Denise lived. And we would go and like spend the night, and like we would just go walk across, like we would go bar hopping, like to everywhere, and then we would end up back home at her place, and we would all spend the night there. And dude, this one time, and this was the first time, like she was so happy that I was finally in a relationship, like with a good man and everything. And so the Astros, it was the first year, is Harvey year, 2017.
Okay.
So we went to Lucky's Pub, or Lucky, right? That's what it's called. To go watch the Astros game on like the big screen. And so, dude, me and Denise go, and she's with her dude, and I'm with Henry. And then we needed to go to the restroom, and like the guys were drinking their beer, and like we all took a shot, and we took another shot, and then Denise was like, I gotta go to the restroom. I was like, me too. And then she was like, okay. And like we left the guys at the bar, and me and Denise went to the restroom. Dude, the line was so long at the restroom. Like, we took like a good 30 minutes, I think. So we get to the restroom, we go to the restroom, whatever, right? We come back, and the guys are shit-faced, dude. I don't know what the hell. I think they put something in their drinks. Like, I really don't know what was going on. Like, they were like falling over. Like, it was like bad. Really? Like, they were like really drunk, and me and Denise were pissed. Like, we were like, we left y'all for like 2 seconds. Like, it wasn't really 2 seconds, but we were like, dude, like we can't stay here. Like, y'all are fucked up. Like, y'all are so drunk. We gotta go. So, and this was like in the freshly new relationship. Like, I think me and Henry hadn't even been dating maybe like 2 or 3 months. Like, it was like freshly new, and they were so drunk, dude. Like, they were so drunk, and we were like, okay, whatever, like let's get an Uber. So we're like getting an Uber, dude, it was like holding babies and dogs all at the same time. Like, it was horrible. And so so the Uber was like, we're in a red Camry, like 4-door like Camry. It was like the newer ones. And so to pull up, and the guy's like, okay, yeah, I'm right here. And he was like, oh yeah, we're like waiting for a Camry or something. And we were like, yeah. And then so we get on, dude, and her dude gets on in the front, Henry's right here, I'm in the middle, and Denise is right here, and we're like Ubering. And Denise was like I was like trying to hold on to Henry. Her dude was like with the window down, like getting more air in his face, and like there was like crowds of people like walking around, and like we finally were able to turn the corner, and I was like, where's this guy going? Like, this is not the way to the apartment. And then Denise was like, hold on. She was like, I just got a text that our Uber is outside. She was like, oh my God, what are we on? And I was like, what do you mean our Uber is outside? We're in our Uber. And she was like, no, hold on. She was like, so she had to call the guy, and we're like, somebody called the guy that was driving, and he was like, hello. And he was like, I just picked y'all up. And then they were like, you didn't pick us up.
Oh, like, my God.
So it was like a big old mess, dude. And then And then I saw, like, the next day, I saw this SpongeBob meme where he's, like, in his caveman thing. And he's like this. And it's like when you get in the Uber and then your Uber texts you, I'm outside. And you're like, wait, what the fuck?
You're like, wait, what?
I was like, what the fuck? So, like, we managed to get the Uber to get back, like, into the place.
Yeah.
And so we just ended up swapping cars. And then, dude, like, Henry, like, he was like, I gotta throw up. Like, so we put his window down and, like, he, like, threw up over the thing, but all the throw up landed on the car. Like, They charged us. Oh my God, dude. Horrible night. Like, I was literally going to leave Henry. I was like, I'm not dealing with this shit, dude. Like, yeah, literally. I was like, this is so freaking immature. Like, I'm not dealing with this. Like, we should be able to go out and have a good time and, like, not get shit-faced like this. But yeah, that was the story about the time I got in the wrong Uber. Like, it was crazy, dude.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was insane.
Well, what happened?
I don't know. Oh, there it goes.
Okay. Well, I hope you ladies enjoyed this episode as much as we did recording it. And let us know what y'all are doing for Galentines. Give us ideas. We don't really go out, so I do want to go try like a cute restaurant or something with the girls. So if you know any, let me know. And I hope y'all have a great weekend.
Yes, have a great weekend. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow. If you are listening to Spotify or Apple Podcasts, don't forget to leave us a 5-star rating, and don't forget to tell your friends about us, because word of mouth is the best way for us to continue to grow. So I hope y'all have a great weekend. Bye. We love y'all.